Sorry, I only had the top of her head there for a second. Anyway, here we are. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just fine.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that in.
Thanks.
Anyway, we're at the Dripping Springs Visitor Center. It's at the Oregon Mountains, as you can see in the background here. And we are getting ready to go on the Dripping Springs Trail. So, sorry. There, my arm's almost long enough. And so we will add more to this as we go. Well, here we are again along the Dripping Springs Trail. You can see it's when we got rain the other day, top of the mountains got snow. And that's back the way we came from. It's been mostly uphill. What do you think, Dee?
Actually, the trail's pretty good.
It's just
Pretty smooth, a slight uphill. Not bad though.
we're just out of practice.
We're out of practice.
Yeah.
Out of shape.
All
It's
right.
okay. We'll work on it.
Let's keep going. Well, as y'all can see, it's a 1.5 mile trail to Dripping Springs, so we've made it a half a mile. As my lovely assistant will point out on the sign. So, we still have ways to go. It looks like it's still pretty much uphill. So, good news is going back down should be a lot easier. And not that I need to move the camera away from Dee. Just, you know, kind of hard to focus on her and get the surrounding sights in. And once again, back the direction we came from. Some cool looking mountains out here. Not anything like I would have expected. All right, you ready?
Yep.
We shall continue on. Well, it got a little steeper. I don't think we made it a 1/4 mile yet. And there's a bench, so we stopped to take a rest, and then we noticed the view behind us. It's actually really pretty. So out there, probably if you can see, we zoom in a little bit. Not sure, but I think that might be part of Las Cruces. And somewhere in there is the RV park with our dog waiting for us to come home. She'll be happy to see us, but she wouldn't have been allowed up here to see this view. I think this is pretty awesome. Way out on the horizon, you see more mountains out there. And back to these peaks. It just looks like you can reach out and touch these snow-covered peaks here, but I think it's a ways up. I think Dee agrees with me too.
Yep.
Well, onward and upward for more videos here in a minute. Okay, so looking back with Dee in the picture too, we got to be at least 1.25 miles into the 1.5 mile trip. So different perspective on these mountains now. And you see the one up there behind the notch there has snow on it. And Dee is a little ambitious. She started us off on our first hike on a 1.5 mile intermediate level hike, which days gone by, I'd say, no problem. Nowadays, we haven't done it for a while, so
We should have started on
we
beginner.
should have started on beginner, but
But that's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it.
we're almost to the turnaround point, and it'll be downhill from here.
We got it.
So, all is good.
We got it covered.
We'll update you again in just a little bit. In the meantime, enjoy the mountains as I transition out of here. Okay, once again, looking back down the valley. There's the trail we came in here on. And the first signs of a civilization at the time. This was an old mercantile building. You see, it's about nothing compared to a Walmart these days. And the chicken coop. And Dee is walking over to the livery. It's where they, of course, most of you know where the horses and the other livestock would be kept while people were passing through. So that's where we are at this point. We're almost to the base camp or the mountain camp. So enjoy the view, especially with Dee in it. Well, I hope y'all haven't had too much to drink or need to go to the restroom, because right now you're going to hear running water. But we haven't quite made it down to Dripping Springs, but you can see a good bit of it from right here. We're going to go up to, what is it, the Boyd Sanatorium? Dee?
Yep.
So I just wanted to get this shot in before the sun went down too far and we didn't get anything. So enjoy the sounds of nature. Okay, everybody. Not often I'm on camera, but Dee decided I needed to be in one. So behind me, if you can see it, off to my left is the residence of Dr. Boyd, who are in a sanatorium up here. And just down the hill is the meeting hall and dining hall. And the patients and visitors stayed around on the property in tents and cabins. But just past that meeting hall and dining hall is where I just took the previous video of the Dripping Springs. We're heading back down that way now. Okay, behind me is the meeting hall and dining area for the sanatorium. Looks much more interesting from down here. Up behind it is the house where the doctor lived. So, thought that was Dee especially thought that was a more interesting view. I agree. So, we'll see if Dee will pan around while we set this down. Okay, so there's the icicles, and if you see on the left side of the screen, there's the little waterfall that I got earlier. But that feeds down and filters through these rocks and comes out down here. And then again goes down into the rocks. Looks like it flows underneath us somewhere to follow generally this path down below, even though we can't see the water. Onto the, is that base camp? Mm-hmm. Or mountain camp?
Mountain camp.
So that's our next stop. Okay, see, over that way, it's where we came from. I hear people catching up to us. And here's the mountain camp. Forgive the shakiness. I haven't read anything about this yet, so I have nothing to tell you other than it's a good walk. Old Van Patten's. Did he have a dog too? Along with old MacDonald. Okay. From here on out, this is going to be just walking back where we came from. So, glad y'all could join us. Hope you found this at least informative, if not somewhat entertaining, being the hilarious comedian that I am. So, anyway, yeah, all that's left up here, some more of the ruins. Yeah, I don't think that was left over from that time. Anyway, oh yeah, up above us, remember earlier I showed you a couple of mountain peaks with a snow-top mountain behind them? Well, this is the left peak here, and that would be the right peak way up there. So, all right, we will update as we get more video. Enjoy the sights from here. Okay, as I said before, we were up in Dripping Springs, and there's D, which is located inside the Oregon Mountains Desert Peaks National Monument. And if you look way up there, I believe in the earlier videos you will see that that is the peak that we were down, way down below, where the Dripping Springs are. So, and then back to D. Wave goodbye, D. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, here we are at the next day. We are at the first trail of the White Sands National Park. And in view now, you will see all this brown and white down below me. It's called a playa. It's basically a basin that catches water, and it's still retaining water underneath the surface. But as you know, the rains come and the rains go, it fills, and then the surface level water evaporates, and then it still has water trapped beneath the surface to provides water for life around here. So I'll bring you back onto the next trail. Okay, we're back once again. This time, what's this one called? The Dune Loop Trail or something like that?
Something like that.
Yeah, so back that way is the entrance to the park. Can't see it because it's behind the dunes, but it's quite a view. You see the snow-top mountain out in the distance. And there's more of the park yet we've got to go to, so I'll bring you back on in the next update. So, this is the dog that's never been in sand before figuring out how to walk in White Sands. I can't see through you, D. But, oh, she's leaving her mark. So, doggo.
Kitty.
See, the deliberately lifts up each paw. Well, sorry about the wind noise. Hopefully I can cut some of that out. This is a view from one of the dunes. Hi, Dee. On the Desert Life Nature Trail. I had it wrong before, but
It's beautiful.
as you can see, it's quite the sight. As you might have also heard, if you can cut through the wind noise, sounds like we may have some military aircraft flying around. I know there's an Air Force base not far away, but I've so far only been able to hear, not see them. So that's all for now. I'll pick you back up on the next segment. All right, well, as you can see, we're on the Alkali Flats Trail, and Dee and the dog have climbed a hill, and they're a good ways up there. See how far I can zoom in. You can see Dee waving at us. Can't get the dog to wave, but that's okay. All right. So, as she comes back down, I'll give you kind of a roundabout view. So you can see other people have come out here. It's a great thing about coming out here in January. There's no crowd. No crowd whatsoever. There's a few people, but man, I couldn't ask for anything better than this. We'll pick you up on the next one. All right, well, pretty much straight ahead of me, right there, is the hill that Dee was on top of. As you can see, we've changed hilltops.
This one's taller.
Yes, this one's taller. The video shows that. And we had to get another video here. Just the scenery is amazing. You got the white sand dunes. You got the mountain ranges in the background. And then the brush growing through the sand down here below. This is just quite an amazing scene. So that's where I'm gonna stop this section. We'll pick up on the next scene.
You all actually picked an exciting time to visit White Sands, whether you know it or not. Because about a year ago, Mark released an article about a set of fossilized human footprints from the Ice Age that were found out here. And what was so significant about these footprints was we basically found a layer of fossilized footprints at the surface, and then dug a trench down to see what was below it. And what we ended up finding was a layer of fossilized footprints, and then a layer of seeds, and a layer of footprints, and a layer of seeds, footprint seeds, all the way down to 7 layers of fossilized footprints. And why it was important that we found those seeds and those seed layers was it allowed us to carbonate those seeds and say when these seeds were deposited, who made a layer of seeds. So we ended up finding at the very bottom layer of seeds, the oldest layer, was a dated about 23,000 years ago. And it was just a really big number out of context. Why that number is so important is that's about 7,000 to 10,000 years older than any previous evidence we had of human beings being anywhere in North America. So this is like a textbook rewrite of what we can find. It changes a lot of what we know about human migration and but unfortunately, it kind of just raises more questions than you get answers for. You're never really going to get the answer to
talk earlier because our guide was talking. But it's beautiful. You can still hear all the conversation around us. We're going to drive back through those mountains on the way back to Las Cruces. Well, hello again, one more time. That puts an end to our last couple of days here in Las Cruces. Tomorrow morning we'll be on our way to Wilcox, Arizona. So we'll update you later on that. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.